Hey guys, it's Jalen. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for Throwback 30. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project and it was created by Jessica. For this project, we have 30 prompts and they're all related to projects that took place in the Pantastic Ladies Collab Facebook group, and you're to go in and select one of the prompts from that particular project and then roll in a product for it. So rolling into this update, I was working on 8 prompts plus the turn and burn prompt, which is a rolling prompt for me. And I'm happy to say I have 2 items that can roll out this month. So 2 prompts rolling out. The first one is for Nightmare on Panning Street, and I chose the prompt 7, something that is still in its box packaging. What's in the box? So I rolled in these J. Jun Intensive Shining Masks, and I have finally finished all 10. This was challenging because I love this mask. It's a beautiful sheet mask. It did have an essence on one side and then an eye cream on the other. So I ended up using all the little packets of eye cream. I put them all in a little tub and used them. And then I went to working on the masks. So these are all done. I'm so excited. Whoop, whoop. The next prompt I can roll out is Zodiac Project Pan, and that one had all the signs of the Zodiac. It was a project created by Kana, and she assigned colors to each of the Zodiac signs, and I chose the sign Gemini, which was the color yellow, and I had rolled in this eyeshadow by Divina. It's the shade Butter Pucker. I am wearing a little bit of this today in the very inner corner of my look. And this I had rolled in for 20 uses. 20 uses, and I did hit that 20 use goal today. This is really pretty. I did enjoy using it more than I thought I would. This particular shadow came part of a collection from Divina. So you bought, I think, like 5 or 6 shades, and they all came as a collection. And this was the shade that I thought that I would probably use the least frequently, but I really, really did enjoy using it. It took me this long to get 20 uses on it, but I still enjoyed using it. All right, moving on to the items I am still working on. I do have progress on this next one. This is for 50 Shades of Pink. I rolled in my Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat in the shade Pillow Talk. I actually have really good progress on this one. I did line my lips with this today as well. That's all that's left, and I do want to finish this. And of course, you will see a picture up here, but there's the shade. So it's a nice nude lip liner. It's actually working really well right now. For a while there, it really was not the best shade match for me because I was much tanner, but now I'm pretty fair. So anyway, I'm hoping to have this done in the next month or so. There are a couple of prompts that I'm not sharing with you today, or products, because I have not touched them since the last update. But this one I have used a bit. This is for the project prompt That's Expensive. I rolled in the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation, and my lines on this packaging have disappeared. I do want to finish this, and I have used this probably 3 times since the last update. I just use it here and there. It's not a good shade match for me right now. So I have been mixing this with another foundation that I'm just kind of working on. And you can see it's not right for me right now. But if I mix it with this Marc Jacobs Genius Gel foundation that I'm working on, it turns out really nice. So I've used it a couple times that way. The next project prompt is This is Fantasy. I chose the prompt Dragon, a large serpentine legendary creature depicted as winged, horned, 4-legged, and capable of breathing fire. For that, you're to bring in a large product or something with a large amount of product. So I rolled in the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rose perfume, and I wanted to use a quarter of the bottle. You can see my quarter mark there. I did forget to mark this today, so let me look and see where I am. All right, there is my progress line. So I have made decent progress since the last update. This is probably, I think right now, one of 3 large perfumes I'm working on. I do have one in this project for Drop 10 Before Summer, which is the Joe Loves Pomelo perfume. I'm probably going to go ahead and roll that one in because once I hit my goal on this, I'll focus on the pomelo, and I kind of want to get it into rotation. So yeah, this is, I may try to focus on this and get it out within the next month because if I focus on this one as my main perfume, it will definitely get used that much. So we'll see if I can get it out by the next update. The next project prompt is Tiny Pans, which was a Pan That palette theme from a couple years ago. And for that, we were to roll in a palette that had small pans, small amount of shadow in each pan. I decided to go with the BH Cosmetics Romantic Nomad palette. And I rolled this in to use each pan 5 times. And here is what this guy looks like. So I still have, I don't think I've hit any goals on this in the last month. I do have 7 pans that I need to hit my 5 use goal on remaining in here. This one here in the bottom is close. It has 4 uses, as well as this shade here has 4 uses. I'm sorry, this one has 3. This one has 4. So I'm going to try to focus on those 2 purple shadows to get them out, and then this green shadow to roll it out. The other ones that I'm working on is this shade here only has 1 use. I've got a Charlotte Tilbury palette in my Pan in Every palette series that I really want to hit pan on. And then I think once I do that, I'll probably focus on using this one. And I also have only 2 uses on the pink. And let's see, this one here, I have 3 uses. So maybe I'll just try to focus on this guy and get it out by the next update. I think that would be really nice. This one's probably going to be the most challenging. I only have 2 uses on this shade. It's not my favorite color, so we'll see. I may try to mix it with a pink, like a pink matte shade. Ooh, I kind of want to see what that looks like right now. Hold on. It kind of reminds me of Soul from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, which is what I'm working on now. So I think I can use it the same way. Anyway, there it is, like horribly mixed with a pink shade. Of course, I would do a better job on my eye, but yeah, I think that would be pretty. Anyway, that's probably how I'll end up using this shade. Okay, so those are all the items I'm actively working on. I also have my turn and burn prompt, which is where I'm selecting like 5 random makeup minis to work on to finish, which has been a little bit of a challenge. I have finished 4 items that I've rolled in so far. So right now I'm working on 2 lipsticks, a like cream pigment, eyeshadow pigment, a blush, and a regular eyeshadow pigment for MAC. I have not touched the last 2. I haven't touched the blush. I haven't touched the pigment in Tan by MAC at all. I haven't touched them. So I do have progress on these 3 though. The first one is a little, these are both mini lipsticks. This one's by MAC. It's the matte lipstick in the shade Jar of Stars. So here it is. This one sits by my desk, my work desk, and I do use it whenever I, first go in there in the morning and I throw lipstick on. So there's the shade there. I've actually been mixing this with MAC Teddy, I think. No, Twig. MAC Twig. Because that's also in a project I want to finish. So it's really nice mixed with the 2. This is a better spring shade. Spring-summer shade, which will be good for right now. But I don't always feel like it looks the best on me by itself. The second lipstick I have is the Urban Decay Comfort Matte Vice lipstick. This is in the shade Back Talk. I do have a little bit of progress on this. You can tell that I did mix it with something else. I really do love this color. There we go. So anyway, those are the 2 lipsticks. And then I mentioned the pigment. This is by Milk Makeup. It's their eye pigment in the shade Silent Disco. I mentioned last month, I think, that I'm glad this was pulled in because I would never have touched it if it hadn't been rolled into this project. So I do have some progress. You can see, let's see, this was the last line and this is where I am now. So I do have some progress, which is great. I typically use this when I'm doing like more neutral or warm leaning looks as an eyeshadow base on my lid before I go in with a tacky glitter primer and then applying shimmer shadows or metallic shadows. So that's how I'm getting through this. I don't know if I'll have this finished before the end of the project, but if anything, it would have gotten a lot of use. So I have pretty consistent progress from one month to the other. So those are all the items I am working on. I'm going to try and hit my goals on a couple of things. I don't know if I'll get this look. Well, let's see. I'm going to focus on the lip liner. And I want to focus on the perfume to roll out. And I'm really going to try to get my uses on this BH Cosmetics palette. I would love to roll it out. It's kind of been hanging over my head in terms of like, you still have so many uses on these and I always forget about it. It's like, I always forget about it. So I'm going to kind of put it front and center and set it on top of my Norvina palette so I remember to use it. Kind of look at it every day to see if there's anything I can use with the eye looks that I'm doing. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Can you guys see Ziggy sitting on the hamper? He's checking out the birds. Now there are a couple of prompts I'm not working on, which I'm not going to share this with you today. The next prompt I do have some progress on is for the prompt the project prompt. That's the BH Cosmetics. BH Cosmetics. Right now I'm working on 2 lipsticks, like a eyeshadow pigment, and then try to really get my uses on Butter Pucker. I'm sorry, not Butter Pucker. The Remote. Oh. Okay, bye.